Parents and kids at home during the pandemic, cooking and prepping meals can sometimes be a really big headache, but there are some fun ways to get your kids involved in the process and ways to get them to eat healthy foods. This morning, we're going to introduce you to Lynn Matava, who is a nutrition educator with UMES's SNAP Ed program, and she has some tips on how to have more fun in your kitchen.
Getting kids excited about trying new foods is really easy to do when you get them involved in the kitchen. And there's lots of things that you can get kids to do that from very young ages on up, get them involved in the process of selecting food, learning how to wash food, learning how to prepare the food. So we're just going to do a few quick things this morning that children can do in the kitchen to learn to make some meals for themselves. The first one I've put together, actually we'll show you this one first, is fruit kebabs. It's something so simple to do. I've used these little sticks that are blunted off. I cut the little tip off that was really sharp, and you could use coffee filters. And then children can help wash that produce. If they're a little bit older, even 3 years old, they could use plastic knives and things like that to start slicing it. And then they can themselves decide what goes on in what order. And that gives them some new fruits and vegetables to try. So that's the first one I threw together for them. This one doesn't want to go through. The next thing that I think is super fun to do with kids are these berry pizzas. So what I've done here, I've just taken, this is a flat pita bread, and this is a whole wheat pita. You could use those sandwich thins or a whole wheat, the whole wheat English muffin, and put a little bit of apple butter on them, just right in front of me, and just spread that around, and then have them put some berry slices, and again, they can slice those up themselves. If they're, even 3 years old, can start slicing up vegetables and fruits.
And say a kid doesn't like apple butter, what would be a good replacement? Maybe like peanut butter or something like that?
Absolutely, or sunflower butter, something like that would be great. And that's a little extra protein and a little less sugar. What I really like about something like this is this could be, say, a breakfast pizza, and it's a way to get kids excited about having more fruits and vegetables in the morning, and all times of the day, but adding fruits and vegetables to breakfast and starting the day off right. And then sprinkled on, this could be eaten like this. This could be put in the microwave for 20-30 seconds. It could be put in a toaster oven to be toasted a little bit more crispy. But really, it's something that children of any age can start making for themselves, once they get to be about 3 and up, with permission to be in the kitchen. That's a fun little breakfast thing. And then the last thing I was going to show you today are these little crunchy veggie wraps, because if we get kids finding ways to eat more vegetables, the younger they start eating them, the more likely they are to eat them later on in life, and just to keep being healthy. And so these fun veggie wraps are a great way to get them excited to try doing this at home. I took a little bit of cream cheese, and then I added in some of that ranch dip mix. Ranch dip mix, is one of those things that it's familiar to so many kids, or ranch dressing in general. So if they can have something familiar with something new, that also helps. And then just spread that in the wrap. And then the kids can even start chopping up some of their own vegetables. So I've got, some summer squash, some broccoli, some colorful peppers here. And they could just chop up these pieces and throw them into this wrap. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just to get them excited about doing it. And then, once they get everything in there, and I'm going to throw it in there in a larger scale, just to move it along. But once they get everything in the wrap, they can roll it up and they could try it themselves. They could cut it into these pinwheels, and they've got a nice little healthy vegetable lunch or snack they can make for themselves.
Well, 47 ABC will be getting more tips and tricks from Matava next week, so make sure that you tune in on Thursday for ways that you can have more fun in the kitchen.